This is me before having a kid.
I'm raising farmers. You have to help us grow more crops.
You're like, whoa, they're still coming out.
Did you know this video is brought to you by Squarespace?
Oh, the all-in-one platform that helps us build our brand and business online?
Yeah.
Squarespace! Did you say Squarespace?
Hey everyone, we're here for a very special break room.
Yes.
Because something else is about to break in a few days.
What? Wait, I thought we were here to talk about WrestleMania.
I do have questions about that. But no, Benson is technically already on paternity leave. Mm-hmm. And he decided to come right back to the office within a few days because he missed us so much. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
I mean, we're a mere days away from the biggest change in our lives.
Oh my gosh.
Which is WrestleMania 40. No.
That already happened. Yeah.
Which,
What?
A baby's
What is it?
popping out. A baby's popping out. So,
Benson's son. Benson's son.
He's
Yes.
upgrading to Ben Dad.
yes.
Benson squared. Just like literally days, right? It could be. It could be like now.
Any moment. So that's why I had to bring her with me just in case. We got the car packed. We got the car seat installed. We got our bag in there. So we're fully moved into the car right now.
Can I see your? Okay, you seem very calm.
Yeah.
Composed, prepared.
Well, I'm not fully dilated. That's why.
He's making jokes.
I thought it was pretty
That's
funny.
his defense mechanism.
No, but for real
Yeah.
though, like, okay. Hey, this is a podcast. We're gonna get into this part of the podcast where we get real. How are you really feeling, Benson?
You know,
Your life's literally about to change.
I feel very supported by everybody here. So I just want to acknowledge that Phil's here. If you're listening to this podcast without video, Phil's here and Mish is here.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys might be wondering, why is Phil and Mish here?
As the only other Wong Fu team member that has a child,
Yeah.
I'm here to help, hopefully maybe give some advice or encouragement. Maybe you don't need advice. Maybe you're ready to go. Jessica seems like she's got all under control, super smart. You guys are prepped. Mish is here because
They needed a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and
I'm just kidding.
no, and you have father energy.
Yeah.
I think of
Exactly.
all the daddies in the office, we're the top three, I would say.
Yeah.
Can you explain, Mish?
Just kidding.
something-
Yeah,
some
I know.
people are
For
confused.
context. No, it's because I guess I have a very unique experience where I have a very big age gap with my younger sister. We're 13 years apart. I was there for everything, from
Even
No, they didn't
I'm
let
just
me
kidding.
do that. But I was in the room. But also, just experiencing raising like a newborn and baby. I was very hands on with it because it was just like family situation at that time where like I had to be part of it. So
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That honestly, in some ways, like it's even more difficult as a 13-year-old. Like you don't really know what's going on. And then, like, this new person comes in your life, and you can't really be a kid.
I watched
Yeah,
Teen
no.
Mom on MTV. It's pretty
So
much-
yeah, almost the same thing. But I do a disclaimer that definitely different experience from being the actual parent.
I feel like just even as a disclaimer too, like us sitting as the dads, like our experience is so different, obviously, from the mothers, and it does feel a little weird to be talking about pregnancy, labor, becoming a parent without having an actual mother here present. But because Benson is, a part of Wong Fu, and he's going into this big transition, wanted to talk about the fatherhood kind of like path that you're about to embark on. Really, what do you think is the one thing or a few things that you actually are most like uncertain about? It could be really big or it could be really like small. Like I have never changed a diaper or whatever.
Most uncertain.
Okay, that maybe this.
I guess my initial reaction to that question is like the whole not being like no muscles in the neck yet, like the whole flopping of heads around.
Okay.
Like that's kind of like a
Scary.
bit. I think I'm gonna be very protective in the early stages.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would let that go pretty quickly.
I was actually very surprised at actually how like sturdy they are too. Like I mean, definitely when I first saw like the nurses and they handled these babies all like every day, right? They were kind of rough and like because like again because they are so malleable in the early stages, like they're kind of like easy to work with a little bit. So, but obviously still be gentle. But I'm just saying, like, for me, I guess it is a hard question because you don't know what you don't know, right?
Right.
So, like it's hard to like be afraid of something when you really don't really have any context of what to expect. But like, for example, like have you changed a diaper?
I have.
You have? Whose? The dogs don't count.
Okay. No, when I was in middle school, my cousins were born. They're twins, so we would, me and my brothers would visit them all the time. They'd come over all the time. So like,
And you changed their diapers?
So it was like consistent change diapers.
not consistently.
Of like
I knew
number
how
ones and number twos?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did not change my first
I didn't do any
diaper.
number twos. I didn't have to do any
that's
number
a
twos.
big one
Yeah.
though.
And like
Yeah.
blowouts and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much poop.
Yeah.
It's actually really incredible how such a small organism.
You know, they always say the first poop's the worst, right?
No, it's not the worst, but it's
okay.
it's like the weirdest. It's like black
Okay.
tar.
Right.
It's like this weird stuff that comes out.
Okay.
But then as you go on, like this, it's crazy how like just breast milk or
Yeah.
formula can turn into that much feces.
Yeah.
So you're like, whoa, they're still coming out each time.
Poop is poop. I'm not.
Don't feel grossed out.
I don't know if desensitized is the right word, but like, I think I'm okay with poop.
Okay. How about you and your just security in your own like life and schedule? Are you
Me as a person?
Are you ready to completely give up your agency of your time and your wants and needs?
Surprisingly, that feels like it's been the easiest part.
Okay.
Like I've like very very early on, like from the pregnancy announcement, I was already like just accepting of what was to come.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it feels right.
Yeah.
It feels natural. It wasn't like I'm not thinking about like my career is not in the point where I like wanted it to be or whatever.
X, Y, Z,
right,
yeah.
right. Or like I didn't, get to this point of success or experience these things or even like travel, whatever. Like I've just like really kind of gotten to this point where it's like, I now have this new thing on the way that is coming along on that journey too, and then I'll be a part of their journey. And
that's great. That's very, very healthy. I think like a lot of dads, men, whatever, like a lot of people have babies because they think it's just what you're supposed to do next after marriage, and they don't settle a lot of what you just said, like, I still want to do this, or I still thought I had time to become this or whatever. And it's not to say that you stop growing after having a child, but like there definitely is a pause in terms of that personal development. And sometimes dads, parents, whatever, like start to resent that like they had to give that up for the kid, and that's really like dangerous. So you have to like be very secure in yourself.
And you know what's funny is that we've had such a big boom in Asian American media in the past few years, and a central theme of a lot of that content is like the parents like, I had to give up this to come to this country or to come here to raise you, and then the kids are all ungrateful.
Yeah, it's like that's not my fault. Yeah,
right.
Right.
It's just
So it's
to see
actually
the
kinda
change
interesting.
in generation. It's kind of cool to see how, see like all the media stuff. It's like all the more millennials, that are the ones making these movies.
Yeah.
And then now they kind of learned the lessons of how their parents started to have kids, because it tended to be at a younger age. Not that it's like a bad thing too, but I guess that's just an observation that it was a bit younger, and then not fully prepared financially, emotionally, physically. So now like this generation, like Gen Z or even millennials as well, they want to be ready.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's generational healing right there.
Yeah.
Did you say Squarespace? Yeah, this video is brought to you by Squarespace. Austin, is that you? Shh. Squarespace is unreal. Dude, are you okay?
Think about it. You really expect me to believe that with Squarespace's Blueprint AI feature, that I can create personalized websites using a guided system that will give me professionally curated layouts that are tailored to my brand?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They even have optimized SEO tools to help you get discovered more easily.
What? That saves too much time and is incredibly efficient. That's too good to be true. You're telling me that this all-in-one tool will take our videos from our different platforms and organize them into one beautiful video collection?
Actually, It's not just videos. You can set up a paywall on your site so you can sell exclusive content like memberships, courses, and other services.
That will make Squarespace the perfect all-in-one platform for building an online brand. That's incredible! Incredible!
Why can't you just believe Squarespace exists?
Because it's too good. And I'm afraid that even with all of Squarespace's tools, that won't be able to showcase what makes me unique.
Hey, you'll always be unique to us, Austin.
You guys mean that?
Absolutely.
And you know what? If you're still not sure about Squarespace, you can always give it a chance by heading to squarespace.com for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch your site, go to squarespace.com/wangfu for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Who are you guys talking to?
Here's this video, dude.
We're in a video?
Is there something that for both of you that whether you're going to take / you already have taken from like your parents and how they raised you and apply it to
Oh man.
how you will raise or are raising your kid, either a good thing or a bad thing?
It's funny because like when like my dad obviously getting to have a grandson, I'm getting a peek of like what he might have been like with me, right? And so I asked him like, hey, do you remember me at this stage? And he just says, I don't remember.
I know.
And it's kind of sad, but like it's partially because of those gender norms back in the day. Like he just provided, and like my mom
worked, right?
Yeah, and just worked.
Oh,
my
okay.
mom did like everything, right? So he probably did miss out on quite a lot. Yeah. So to answer your question, I think I'm like 1,000% more present and sharing more like household responsibilities than he was. Not to knock on
Yeah, because it was back then, right?
It
It
was
was
just a
just
different
more
time.
known that they have to work,
Yeah.
and then I mean, not that I guess that was just how it was,
yeah,
right?
yeah. What about you?
Well, I was gonna respond to that, but like now it's kind of crazy to see how much time you've been spending with your dad now.
Yeah.
That's like you're getting that, you're gaining that back through
A little bit.
You know.
Yeah.
I think for me it's like I think about my dad too, in that he did put an effort to take care of himself, like in terms of his health. Like I
He
feel
looks
like
good.
I feel like yeah, with 3 boys, it could be easy to just kind of like set yourself aside and like kind of like not let yourself go, but like he consistently would like I think about my childhood, he would always still play basketball, still kind of work out and jog, and like to this day he's still doing like pull-ups and stuff like that.
No, wait, actually, I think it's the
Gosh.
opposite. I feel like if you have that many boys, you feel more pressure to keep up.
Maybe.
Like even if you want to roughhouse with them or if they
Yeah.
want to play sports or whatever, like, I mean, I definitely feel even just how heavy he's getting and how big, I'm like, dude, I need to take better care of myself to like,
Right.
just take care of him.
Yeah, so
you know?
that's what I kind of think of like if I can maintain my health,
Yeah.
I'll be a more effective parent, I'll be a more effective partner.
Yeah.
You know, Just like,
She said,
yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
We'll do another one of these 3 months
Right.
in
yeah.
Right.
when we'll actually have some answers. Right now it's all
Right.
So
speculation.
yeah, it's all like theory, you know,
Yeah.
like how do you think you'll do this,
Yeah.
and how do you think you'll
It's
do
all
that?
hopeful right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is me before having a kid.
But you know, I was always curious, like for people that are having a kid or something, you know, I was like, how does it feel to think about that you're bringing another human being into this world? Or,
I honestly didn't think about it that
Didn't think
much.
about
Like
it.
I think like the way I saw it was like, hey, we're really great as just a couple of
so what's
just
next?
like, and it's not even like a pressure of like, oh, we have nothing else to do. It's like, hey, I feel like we've mastered this era of our lives as like, you know, young married couple. Like I think we could do greater things, and there's no greater thing than I think creating life and raising human, and then also being responsible for ideally making a person that can be part of what makes the world better.
Right.
Right. And I think if like we looked at it like that, like, hey, like our love together can be manifest into this, and we can add to the positivity and you know create someone that can have an amazing story. That was exciting for us and heartwarming also. So
That's
yeah.
cute.
Yeah, I think a lot about like where society is today, and like there's a lot of negativity kind of going around, and I think about how, you know, our generation inherited the world for what it was at the time, right? Where it's like we're given seeming like looking back at the 90s, early 2000s, like we were kind of given everything, right? There was toys and media and all this, and like at the same time you're hearing about climate change and global warming and all that, and like we weren't really a part of that initial error or mistake that caused the world to get this way. But I feel like a lot of our peers and even ourselves are doing what we can to make it a better world. And like our generation probably isn't going to solve those problems in our lifetime, but we can at least hand it to the next in a better situation, or to allow them to kind of continue with that momentum. But like trying to instill those habits and those mindsets that can continue the good that we're doing today.
What part are you the most excited about though for the newborns?
I want to just like chuck a football as far as it can and just like see if you can catch it.
Ah,
See, that's the thing.
okay.
I feel like you're thinking about stuff that's like 5 years plus.
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
So I'm
like
trying.
right
I'm
now.
trying. Yeah, I'm trying to like.
Oh, right now.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
like get you back into like, hey, it's actually going to be like this for quite a while.
Right now.
Where
like
there's-
what's an exciting thing that you're at? Like, are you
Can't do
excited?
it. He
I don't
can't do
know.
anything. That's the thing. I think Benson wants to like build stuff with him and teach him stuff and like
Like, are you
whatever.
excited to cut the cord, like kind of thing?
No, they make it sound so gross. They say it's like
very
cutting a
tough.
gummy bear.
Yeah, it's very tough.
Yeah.
You cut it.
I cut it.
Okay, I hate when babies have like food on their mouths. And like when
Oh
it's like that's
So
like
that's the entire.
it's so terrible.
I understand what you're saying, but like, and that is definitely one thing, that messiness is something I just had to like release.
Yeah.
Like even
And then the blowing the nose thing.
dude,
Like
blowing the
all the
nose.
coughing in your face.
Yeah.
it's so gross. They're always wet. They're
Yeah.
always sticky, and you just and then they're like getting everywhere too. So they're making other things sticky, and you just have to like allow it to happen, and then tell yourself, I'll clean it up at night or whatever. But like that I totally feel on that.
You're talking about like
feeling on
just
that.
food all over their their face.
Dude,
Yeah.
kind
you're
of
gonna have
thing.
such. if that's what you're gonna hate, like, oh,
I'm gonna have the cleanest baby. Yeah, I'm thinking like 3 years down the line. I'm like,
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
when can you catch this damn football
once he can hold
already?
a shovel, that's game over.
Oh.
We got so much yard work to catch up on. I'm gonna be like,
Benson, we're talking. I think it's funny we're talking about new age like
Yeah.
mentality. Benson's actually thinking like 1800s or like
I'm gonna make it
like,
like
Yeah.
where it's like, I'm raising farmers to help us grow more crops.
you know what? I do have a tree. It's an avocado tree that we're gonna plant when he's here. I think that's
Oh, because
gonna-
does it take a long time or something? The avocado tree.
yeah. Well,
And then
It's a tree.
when he's like older, like now you can pick it. No, go pick
Yes.
all avocados. Yes.
guacamole.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Good luck with the food.
Benson,
thing.
it's a long journey to get to that. So now I'm like,
Yeah.
I start off very encouraged, but now I'm a little worried. You got to get through like a lot of stuff and a lot of dirty mouths.
But you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
No, what they look like when they first come out. It's just like not what you think, because they're like still purple
Yeah.
around and like
And
very
they're still kind of
wrinkly.
forming. Like
Yeah.
literally from when he came out, where his head was like kind of
There's,
like
like, a
coned.
Oh yeah, that's
Weird.
kind of scary. The
kinda-
little,
Yeah.
It kind of
little
settled in.
soft
Like,
Little,
spot.
ooh, like you're like seeing their like skull or like brain and all that kind of stuff. Like
it's funny, we were just talking about balut earlier, but yeah.
yeah, so it's like a balloon. Like, literally.
Kind of. They're like, what's going on?
They're still like,
What's going on?
They're
I
still, like,
was so
little-
comfortable in there.
like little hairs all over the place still too. So yeah.
Well, I'm curious to see how much hair he has coming out. Oh my god,
she was pretty hairy as a baby.
It's gonna have a full set of
Yeah.
hair.
full head of hair. Wow.
Even the things that I'm like complaining about, I'm excited for. So,
For the food.
yeah,
All over.
yeah,
Be wiping his mouth. He's gonna just get all over.
All
it's gonna
his
be all over
snot
the all over the
over.
ground.
yeah.
Dude, RIP to your carpet, whatever. You got to put a mat down. RIP to like your washing machine that's gonna get a lot of wear and tear. You're gonna do great.
Or you feel like the house and everything is all ready?
We're getting there. We're pretty
Well,
close.
yeah, that's what the baby's for.
yeah.
To help finish the house.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. You're waiting for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's way too much labor for just
You're like,
Benson.
oh, like I already did so much. Like he needs to at least paint something.
He's got to do the molding, you know, like the ground. Yeah, because he's lower to the ground, you know.
Oh my god. He's gonna turn out great.
Well, Benson,
Exciting.
in a few days,
Ben
your
Dad.
life is gonna be flipped upside down in the best and craziest way, and we're all so happy for you here at the office.
Don't forget to send a picture on the Slack channel.
Yes, I'm glad that I'll have another
Uh-huh.
dad to share shop with.
I'm glad to join
Aw.
this group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
I only had Mish this whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I know. Now it's pressure off my shoulders.
The next time
discount.
I'll be on a break room episode will be.
That's crazy.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
crazy. All right, man. Well, get your wife home. Thanks for coming over, Jessica. We didn't ask him to come.
Okay.
by the way.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
okay.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Bye.